Fun day today, travel day. And today's gonna be interesting because our original plans were not what we're doing today. But we are taking a ferry to Kuala Perlis, which is Malaysia mainland. And then from there we have to get a ride somehow to the border, which shouldn't be an issue according to the internet, but we'll see about that. We're gonna walk across the border, I think, and then we have to get a ride to Hat Yai. And then we had rides arranged, but then I priced plane tickets, and plane tickets were only $60 from Hat Yai direct to Koh Samui. So that's what we've decided to do. It might be a little bit extra money in the end of the day, but the convenience of a 1.5 hour flight over a 7-hour drive is going to be worth it. So that's what we're doing, and as usual, stick with us. And I expect a little bit of excitement today, not much. Like, it would be ideal if there was none, but that's what we're doing. So, anything to say?
Nope.
Our grab is here, right there. So we're on our way. See you in a bit. We arrived at the ferry terminal right here, which is also a small mall. And we go into the dark. ATMs there on the left. Looks like security or something. So checking through security and stuff was super easy here at the ferry. We're at the jetty, the Kua jetty complex here in Langkawi. And I'll show you how big this staging area is. I think the ferry between Langkawi and Kuala Perlis is pretty popular. Okay. So we're on the ferry. The ferry's a high-speed ferry. It's a dual-hull catamaran thing. I think it takes 1 hour and 15 minutes. And one thing you say is the air conditioning is
On point.
on point, huh? Yeah, the air conditioning is on, which is awesome. I'm not complaining. And look. I got Kim with me, but I lose her. Oh. Ferry we were on right there. It was fast, smooth, comfortable, and cold, right, Kim?
Oh yeah, and cold for sure.
Oh, first little tiny mishap. We came out of the terminal, tried to get our first grab, and it looked like the grab driver wouldn't drive to the terminal. Probably the taxi people probably control that area. So we walked right down the street to this Zuli Heritage Hotel, booked the second grab, and it looks like he's at the ferry terminal. So we may have to book a third grab here in a second. So we just got out of our grab, and I don't know if Kim knew, but the dude was dozing off.
Oh my God.
That's why I had to do a lot of talking to him.
Oh my God.
So it was kind of scary, but now we're at immigration. So immigration is two parts. First part is you check out of Thailand, check out of Malaysia. Then there's about a 500 to Thailand. And that's what we're doing right now. So we'll see when we get there. So after that walk, we got into the Thailand immigration office and we waited in line. The line wasn't long, but then we had to just get in a different line because we were Americans doing visa on arrival, is what they call it, visa on arrival. Had to go into an office. I breezed right through, but Kim has been in there for a few more minutes than me, and it might have to do with her having an OA visa, so we'll see if she makes it out of there or not. What are you doing?
Drinking a matcha de coco drink.
How is it?
Very good.
Drinking it so we don't have to bring it through security, right? So we want to give you a breakdown of our day so far. So we took the ferry from Langkawi to Kuala Perlis. And that was a nice ferry ride. It was freezing, but it was nice. When we got off the ferry at Kuala Perlis, we needed to get to Padang Besar. I think that was what it was called, Padang Besar. That was the border crossing. So we took a grab. And the grab, we had a little bit of a problem because I think we were trying to get the grab in an area where grabs aren't super popular. They'd rather have you take a taxi, but we finally got that worked out. Our grab driver though was kind of sleepy, so I had to talk to him a lot because I saw him dozing off and I was kind of a little nervous. I was scared the whole way, but I did a lot of talking, right, Kim? I kind of scared him a couple times when I started talking. He turned around like, what? Like scared, but then everything was good. We got to the immigration or the border, and it was actually a two-step process. We had to get out of Malaysia, and then there's no man's land. It's like 500 meters long, and we walked. I don't know if walking is standard, but we walked with our bags. And then we got to immigration side at Thailand, and we got in the regular line first. As soon as we got in the regular line, got up to the front, the lady pointed me over to the other line. So I got in the other line, but these weren't long lines, so it wasn't that big of a deal. And then the person from that line pointed me over to this office. So I went into this office and I was out of there in like 3 minutes. Kim went into the office and she wasn't in there for 3 minutes, was she?
No, I guess he's not used to seeing a retirement visa come through, and I had a multiple entry thing on my passport as well, like paper on there. I had to show him. He wasn't quite used to it, but we worked through it.
So then we got out of there and we tried to take a grab. I had priced a grab, and a grab was only going to be 400 baht all the way to Hat Yai Airport. So I had 400 baht in my mind. But then we got out there and the first guy wanted 1,000 baht, the taxi driver, because the grab wasn't coming. Like there were no grabs available. So I told him it was too much. And I walked away and I walked down the street. And I'm like, wait a second, we still got to get to Hat Yai and we got to get on a plane. We don't have a lot of time. So we went back to the same area that they were going to charge us 1,000 baht, which by the way is only like 26 bucks for a 1 hour drive. So just always keep it into consideration. Even if you feel like you're being ripped off, sometimes you might not be. But then they changed their price to 1,200 baht. And I told him no. I told him 1,000. He says no, 1,200. I told him 1,100. He says no, 1,200. So really though, it was still only like 30 something dollars for a 1 hour drive. He got us here on time. We showed up at the airport, we checked in, we made it through security, and now we are at the gate. We will be
Time to spare.
time to spare. We're going to be boarding our plane in probably 30 or 40 minutes, and we will be in Koh Samui in like an hour and a half.
Yeah, and if we want, we can eat some Dairy Queen.
And we have money. We have baht. So we're like good to go. And that's it. I might find an exchange though to get rid of my Malaysian ringgit. And but after that, everything's gone good. Like everything's gone too good. This whole trip was crazy, wasn't it? We
Yeah,
didn't.
everything was good. Unplanned.
Yeah,
spur of the moment,
we didn't
spontaneous.
advance plan anything. Meaning we knew we were going to Malaysia. No, I'm sorry. We knew we were going to Krabi, and from there it was kind of open-ended. And it all worked out. It all worked out perfect. Like, I think better than planning it. So this will be the way we travel from now on, and we'll just cross our fingers and hope everything works out like it did this time. But I will see you in a bit. Say bye, Kim.
Bye.
Okay. Headed to the plane. Looks like we get to walk out on the runway. So this flight is only 1 hour long between Hat Yai and Koh Samui. It's Bangkok Air. What do we got?
We have a chicken sausage croissant.
So we're eating a hot dog croissant,
Yeah.
a dessert,
We have a brownie
a water,
and some soy milk.
and some soy milk. Wow, surprise, huh?
Yeah. Koh Samui.
Yay, almost home.
Yeah.
Love this airport, huh?
Yeah, so nice.
In case you haven't been here before, this is the map of Koh Samui, and the airport's right here. This is Shawang Beach. This is Lamai, Wathanon, Bangkok, Thangkrut, Talagnam, Nathon. So we can get you pier. You can catch ferries from here and here over to Donsak, Bangkor, northwest part of the island, Mainam, Beauput, and then Plai Lame. So this is Shawang Lake right here, and this is an area right now that's pretty popular and coming back now that COVID's over. We live right up here in the hills right here. Here comes our first bag, and it looks like our umbrellas survived. Tim? Now we're heading out. We're gonna get a taxi. They've got a taxi stand out here. They tell you the price once you tell them where you want to go. So that's our plan. Right over there is where we came in. They had the taxi stand right over there. And we just walked over here. They meet us here, and they meet us with a car. So pretty simple. They do zone pricing. So we're in zone 1. One was 400 baht. Depends on where you're gonna go, but it's like flat fees, so you know what the price is as soon as you get in the car. And they arrange everything for you. So it's a good way to go. Right, Kim?